December 19th, 2025. Let's see how many times the strategy came into effect today. We got a big opening push up, but did we have any clues? Let's first look at the 5-minute twins, because that's our first job. We want to make sure that the 5-minute data, the regular hours, and the 5-minute extended hours are aligned and doing the same thing with regards to the momentum indicators. So here's the 5-minute extended hours going into the market open. We are building bullish buying pressure. And then on the regular hours, we already have some buying pressure from yesterday, but it's selling off. And then this blue horizontal line is the first 2-minute bar after the open. And that gives us the green light that yes, in fact, both of the 5 minutes are aligned to the upside. So that means we have to wait until we get a volume confluence with the increase in the 2-minute histogram to take a trade. And that happens right here on this yellow line. We get a pop-up here, but no volume confluence. We get a pop-up right here, volume confluence. Your entry would be here, stop loss slightly below that candle, and then you would target a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1 profit target. That was a win. Furthermore, right here, we almost had a crossover to the downside, so this was a premature entry right here. This would have been an improper premature entry, which would have been a win, because you're going down here. We're on the downside. Everything is nice and aligned here. We get a volume confluence. So targeting a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1 right here would have gotten a win. And then right here on this next one, we actually have the crossover now. We've got deeper, more confirmation. And look what's happening here. A nice smooth selling off. We get a volume confluence right here in this volume bar. Targeting a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1 as a short from this entry would have been a win as well. Purple just means it was like an intuitive thing that my mind was like I was really wanting to take this trade. But I did not. It was just like me making a marker there. So that's what that purple line means. Same thing with this blue one. It was just an intuitive, this should have been purple just to say, hey, this is just a marker I wanted to leave on the, doesn't mean anything. We are in the negative territory, so no blues, because blue means long, red means short, and yellow means it's a trade that I actually took today. And then look what happens right here. We have a crossover. We're on the right side of the 2-minute momentum. We've got a volume confluence. We've got some support. We're aligned on the 5-minute going down. So that's a trade right there. You would enter at the close of that candle or slightly earlier. And then you would target a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 might not have hit. The 2-to-1 definitely would have hit. Do we have anything else? Any other trades for the day that the strategy would have taken? Look what happens right here. I actually took this trade and this was a loss. I took a loss today right here. Because look, we're on the right side of the 2-minute, or we're on the right side of the 5-minute. It's starting to expand and support the direction. We had a volume confluence right here. We were on the right side of the momentum. So I entered right here at the close, targeted a 2-to-1, and I lost. And did we have any other trades for today? We had a weak setup right here, because this is not going with the direction. So that's not, technically this right here can't be, even though the volume confluence is there, even though we're on the right side of the 2-minute V, we didn't really have confirmation yet from the 5-minute, because right now we're going against the trade. We're going up. This would have been a win, but that was not a proper entry. The only proper entry that happened after that was right here. We're on the right side of the 2-minute V. Look at this. On the right side of the 2-minute momentum, we get a volume bar greater than the previous 3. We're on the right side right here. We have support. So that's a trade. And that would have paid off really well. In fact, I forgot to mark this. I did take this trade. But that was way more than a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1. So that was a good win. That was one more that I forgot to mark. So with all of that being said, and then the last 10 minutes of the day, my favorite was just chop. It was just garbage, bad setups and not much happening there. And either way, we had 1 loss and 3 wins, it looks like. 1 loss and 3 wins from the strategy. And I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.